Howdy y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Horror channel. As you can see, my truck is full of materials, which means we've got work to do, and we better get to it. But before we get working, if you find yourself liking the video, then like the video. I guess that makes sense. Like and subscribe and comment and notification bell thingy and all that good stuff. But so we're gonna set up right here in this area. So we might as well go ahead and tear that down. We could probably just leave that for now, but I think our general idea, better move this back a little bit, kind of out of the way over here, is because I like everything to be kind of lined up, but the plan is to have a big pen right here and a barn that goes kind of that way, and then another big pen over there. And that's pretty much going to be the idea. So let's go ahead and put we need a grain silo, but I think the grain silo is going to go probably behind the barn. Once we get that part done, put a silo and a windmill behind the barn. So let's start off, let's see, as you would do. Let's go ahead. Is that right? That looks pretty right there, doesn't it? Whoa, did that just move? It did. Oh, I had no idea it would even do that. Huh. You can see down there it says upwards and downwards. It's just white squares. So I actually never knew how that even worked. But that was Q and E, for anybody wondering. You guys probably already know, but and why did that do that? That's weird. Did it get messed up? I don't want it to do. Sometimes it does funny things like so I guess since I was probably one click down is what it was. So I guess we'll start that there. Like I like having things kind of, squared up, and like since this fence is like that, I like that fence to be the same way, if that makes sense. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 would work, but it looks like, well, no, we're not going to hit that tree. Let's check, make sure this square. It is. I think, though, we might have to... I think the idea is we're going to have to build the fence and then build the barn or something like that, but... Oh, yeah, I can't snap off that. So that really... I really wish they'd changed that. So let's do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably right. Let's go with that. That looks square, but let's check it. It is not square. This is why we check things. There's probably a way to tell. That looks square. And it is. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we turn and get square, it'll go right to that over there. Let's check it before we go that way. It did, alright. Obviously in real life you just kind of stretch a fence from one side to the other. Let's see, so that might be too big. Yeah, I think it is. We might have to bring that down to just like 5 instead of 7. How would it be if it was like that? I bet that'd probably be better, because we're going to put pigs and goats. We don't need loads of space, and I guess if we think they need more space, we can always kind of expand back this way. Oh, I'll bet that's square. It is not. Good thing I didn't actually bet money. I'd have lost. Alright, so now we should just get right to it. It's probably a terrible way to do it. I was thinking I probably should have built the barn first, but I think if we do it this way, hopefully it'll work out. But we're going to build the barn kind of, I guess you'd say sideways like this. But I guess what we probably need to do, so there's a door there, and then I know there's a door on the far side. Man, I really wish there was a way to do that. You have to have it to where the animals go into the, like the big end of the barn, which kind of stinks, but not a whole lot I can do about that. Because if you try to, like, as we've seen before, if you try to have them go into the big doors, it doesn't really work out. How wide is a barn thing? So it looks like it's one. So that's 1, 2, 3. Roundabout. Let's go ahead and knock out 1, 2, 3. Is that right? No, needs to turn around. So it actually looks like it's more like 3.5 probably. Go ahead and knock that one out then. And then best way to do this, I think, is to get over here. And then does it help? Okay, yeah, that does help a little bit. Switch it like that. So let's see if we can get it placed like the first time. That would be, that looks pretty close down there, I think. Probably not. It usually takes a while. That's pretty close right there. And then once that comes in, that's going to look pretty good. I think it needs to turn just a hair though. I know that kind of stinks, but sometimes, you know, once you get it right the first time, it goes a whole lot better. Alright. It'd be nice if that, like, shutters or whatever wasn't sticking out right there. I can't see it over there. So there's the fence right there, I think. That looks pretty good. We're going to have a little bit of a gap there, but I don't know. We're probably not going to be able to put fence right there or anything, are we? No. And if we put that there, we're probably going to have to make it to where, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to put just an extra piece of fence right there. I don't know how best to fix it. It'd be nice. It'd be really nice if they make stuff like this, and like if the barn was the same width as, you know, X number of pieces of fence, you know. Like if that barn was that much longer or wider, it'd work out. And you know, I guess when game developers are doing stuff like this, they don't, I guess they don't think it's stuff like that. I don't really know. You would think they would, but I guess they don't. The only other way to do it, I think, would be to have the barn sticking out a little bit. So let's try that, see what that looks like. So if we did that, and then you guys will see what I'm talking about here in a second. If I can get this to go, and we need it like that. If we can get it to set just like that, maybe. Oh, that ain't right. You see what I'm going for, though, don't you? But it'd be nice if this, you know, piece of barn or whatever was the right length. Let's go this side. Alright, so that matches up. This hits right in the edge of the barn. And then I think it'd be better if there was a door right here, but there's really nothing we can do about that because it just will not, it's not going to do it. So let's see if we're going to have to knock that building down, aren't we? So if we do that like that, that won't look too bad. And then there's going to be, this is going to be like this. So then we'll have a door here. So that ain't too bad. We'll still have a door on this side. We're going to put a gate like right here. Like so. So then we'll have one big pin there. And then the other big pin's going to come off this side of the barn. But what we might do is we might build the barn and all that stuff, and then just we'll get one set of animals today. So let's go ahead and start building a little bit. I bought a whole bunch of planks, and as you can see, it like a load of metal. Absolute load of metal. Let's go ahead and start throwing some lumber in here. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't take any metal to actually build the barn, which is good, but the metal is actually for, you know, windmill and a silo, because we're going to build a new one of each one of those for this setup. Because what the plan, like I said, is it's going to be behind the barn. And what I mean by that is if the other pin is off this, you know, the right side of the barn over here. I'm like motioning with my head even though you guys can't see it. So if the other pin comes off this side, just like that one, the grain silo and windmill are going to sit right back there, which will be ideal. So this is going to be, I don't know which one's going to be which, really, but one's going to be goats and the other one's going to be pigs. And then we're going to have, I've been trying to decide where I want to put the horse, or horses. We are going to get horses. My plan was to get horses early on, but of course, since horses cost just crazy amounts of money, I don't know if it's worth it. We're probably going to get horses before we start doing arable farming, you know, combining and stuff, planting seeds and that sort of thing. You know, after I'm kind of put off a little bit on doing that because after the ordeal with the way the greenhouse has went, it's kind of put me off on it a little bit, just because, you know, we put a whole lot of work and money and stuff into the greenhouse, only to find out that, you know, everything just kind of wilts and dies like really fast. I mean, just surprisingly fast. Considering the fact that, like, the way they have this game set up and how much work actually goes into, you know, eventually you get a setup to where you're just constantly going with stuff, having to check your cows and all that stuff. Like right now, I need to be milking my cows, otherwise I'm gonna miss out on the morning milking. And if you wait too long, you know, like most likely I'm gonna end up waiting too long. But so if I milk them at, like, I don't even know, say 12 or 13 or 1400 or something like that, there's a point where they're supposed to produce milk at 10 and 1800. But if you wait too long, eventually you will get to the point where you can milk them, but then 1800 rolls around and they don't actually produce more milk because you've milked them too close to their production time, I guess. Throw some boards in here. What we might do, let's go ahead and just be smart about it. And we've only got two more stacks left in there, but we're going to go ahead and back the truck in here anyway. And then we'll have to run, I might just run over to the, oh, what am I saying, the workshop, and grab what we got in there, I suppose. There's more at the store, but we need to unload this metal anyway, so we might just back into the workshop and unload the metal. All but one? I guess I should have went ahead and put the metal. We'll leave one of these on here. These are all stacks of 50. I bought like 500 metal, just so that we'd be set for a while. Take our basket and put it over here. Let's see, I had it sitting on that shelf earlier. So let's go ahead and just put some metal right here. We'll unload, like I said, all but one. Put it down. Because we will need metal for the big doors and even the little doors. But we don't need that much. Let's put this in here. We'll put these smaller ones in here and we'll save them. I guess we might leave that up top because we need 3 of those for the windmill. And then how much do we need for the silo? We need 125, so we need another. We'll just keep 3 of them. So that's 1, 2, 3. We'll probably not end up taking enough, but so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just take that and see if that's enough. That might be. All right, we'll put another one there. All right, that'll work. And then we'll just lay our boards in here. Pretty much everything we've got. Because the plan, at least for today's episode, is to get this built and then go buy. I don't know. Maybe we'll get pigs, because goats you can milk. But we're already milking the cows and haven't really got that entirely figured out and worked around and stuff just yet. So I think for now, we'll just get some pigs and get them started. We're going to buy, I don't know how many I can fit in the trailer. The plan, I think, is to buy 2 boars and about as many sows as we can fit in there. I think that's all the boards we can fit in there. Can I get another row in there? No? Okay. That should be enough to do what it is we're doing. So let's run back over here. I'll have to build feeders too. Gotta remember that. Just drive off in here. Yeah, I think goats would be, not goats, I think pigs would be better. And then I'm assuming that basically the arable farming, you can, I guess, grow it, harvest it, and then use that to feed your animals. I don't know. I did read something about how once you put it in your grain trailer that it won't come back out or something like that. So you gotta basically, I'm assuming maybe the only way to put it in your silos would be, there's that section, that place on the side of it to where it looks like where you would load it into the silo. So maybe that's like you bring the combine over and put the auger over the silo and empty it out that way. Let's go ahead and, where's my feeder? There it is. Let's go ahead and put a feeder right here. And then a water right there. I guess we ought to build that while we're here, huh? That makes sense, wouldn't it? Make total sense. I'll just leave that in there. Apparently I didn't bring enough, because I only need, I don't know how many I need for this, because we definitely need that one and that one, and then we want these big doors for sure. That takes 16 planks and 3 metal, and let's just throw our metal in there right quick, and then we'll have to get more planks, I guess. So let's go ahead and do this. Throw that one in there, that one, and that one. We'll have to run back and grab some more planks, but I forgot we need to grab, what is it, like 50 concrete, I think, for the grain bin. It's 50 concrete. Sound right? I bet it does. So if we grab that and then grab that, I guess we'll have to put it back in there to get it to reset. I think if we take all this, we should be good. I don't know. We'll just take we'll just load as much as we can on here. And then, because I think it's 50, I think it's 50 concrete, isn't it? Let's see what we got here. It is 50 concrete, so we just need this bag. which will probably not go on there because we've got too much on there already. It's a whole lot of work, man, a whole lot of work. It's pretty much kind of how like regular actual farm life goes, if none of you guys know. Not exactly, because obviously there's game mechanics and that sort of thing, but for the most part, I mean, if it really kind of depends on your amount of property. You know, the more property you have, the more animals you have, the more all of that stuff. You know, then the more you have to work, the more you got to do. And I'm gonna take that down for a minute. You know, but I'm assuming you guys probably already know that. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer to at least to me. To where the more stuff you have, the more you got to work on it. You know, and then if you have machinery like tractors and stuff, all that stuff pretty much always breaks down. You know, that's just part of the deal. Alright, so we'll throw this back on here for now. And then I need to make sure to situate the grain bin in such a way that we can get to it. I'll show you like that box right there off the side of it. I'm assuming that that is how you would fill like out of the combine, I think. I'm not really sure. We'll just put that like that, and then put that like that, and then we should be good. That should definitely cover it, because the other side, like I said, is pretty much going to be the same as far as the setup and stuff. We'll just throw all these little ones in here. We're disposing of our little bits of metal. I will say another good game mechanic if we had it would be if you could combine stuff. Like, you know, if I have 5 things, you know, 5 metal in this stack, but then 4 metal in another stack, and, you know, because like the lumber, you can sit there and combine it, you know, to get a full stack or all that, but, you know, metal you can't, concrete you can't. One big thing I've been running into though is like the milk cans. Sometimes you'll get down to where you'll just have like 1 or 3 or something like that in there. Like if you have 1 or 3, there's really nothing. I mean, I guess the 3 you could use that on meat or something, and then, but at some point you're going to get down to where there's only 1. Oh, they're making babies. They're making babies, man. We do have 2 bulls. We ought to name the other bull. Old Champ there, man. He's a good looking bull, ain't he? He looks like a stud. Then we got this little guy. Apparently he's over here breeding. We need to think of a name for him. I guess I'm going on vacation starting tomorrow. So you guys are going to see this episode, I don't even know when, but think of me a name. Somebody name my little dairy bull there. I thought about getting rid of him, but I don't know, man. I don't know. And then this trailer actually moved. Like the way it was just sitting this in, that's not how we left it. Actually, I left it, I want to say, like I pulled it between the house and the greenhouse there, and it was kind of just pulled between them and unhooked. But apparently it just kind of moved around on its own at some point. And I don't know what's up with that, but let's go buy some piggies. We'll have to figure it out, though, see how fast pigs breed. So, of course, in real life, pigs breed, like, super fast. I mean, at least when they have piglets, they have a lot. And then their gestation period isn't very long. And I guess I'll look that up. It'd probably tell me on the internet. Maybe I will. But my plan, I think, is to buy 2 boars and as many sows as we can fit in this trailer. Maybe we'll just buy 1 boar. Might do that for now and just kind of see how it goes. I don't know what we're going to name him either. Come up with a name for the boar. I'm going to buy 1. So we're not going to name... I know some of my dairy cows are named. But that's so that, you know, to help me not have, you know, not end up milking them twice, I guess. Let's see. So we got, all right. So a male pig. Well, I wasn't really planning on cutting this here episode, but apparently my cell phone had a different story. It looks like you can fit 4 pigs in there. Isn't that crazy? So you can fit 4 cows or 4 pigs. You think you'd fit like 6 pigs. You know, something like that. I mean, I don't know. So basically, my phone went off. You probably heard it. I probably didn't cut it off because I was, I was talking whenever it went off. Anyway, what what was that about? Did you see that? That was weird. But I guess we better buy them some food right quick. I mean, we already went through that whole deal. Is that full? No. Trough. All right. We'll go ahead and do that. And then I think the windmill fills it up. Yeah, it does right away. Let's go through right here. But yeah, phone went off. Had to answer that and talk to that guy for a bit. Already bought the pig, so there's that. What in the world just happened? Did you see that? Wasn't that something? That pig just teleported. There you go, pig. Maybe it's because my truck is too close to the building or something. I don't. Let's put that up and move it a little bit, I guess, if I can. Yeah, that was weird. I would pull it in there and release them all in there, but I don't think there's any possible way I'd be able to get my truck out of there. What? I'm guessing it just does that. Maybe I don't know. Probably ain't nothing I can do about it. There you go, piggy. All right, we'll get them all put in there. So I bought 1 boar and what is that? 3, 4, 5 sows. So we're gonna see how this here goes. It should go all right. Probably should have bought another boar, but they're not super expensive. I don't even know how much they were, but since we still have $9,800, almost $10,000, it really ain't gonna hurt us at all to just keep buying animals. So, but we'll just see. We'll do 1 boar and however many. I might run and get 1 more boar since we've got so many sows. But this is gonna be one of those things we're gonna make some pork sausage, porco sausage. All right, so where did that go? There it is. Pigs seem like they're weird. They glitch out a little bit more, I think, than cows do. Now we gotta remember to feed them. That's pretty important. Of course, we gotta go behind the barn to do that. So do that, and then is it gonna stay there? Gonna stay there? All right. Let's take you through this door. You're pretty special. Might leave them top doors open. Like that. Because, I mean, the pigs ain't going to jump out of there. I'll leave that door closed. And then there's nothing through there, so I guess we'll just leave it like that. So, yeah, now we got a bunch of pigs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So, 5 sows and 1 boar. We'll see how this goes. I suspect, though, is there a way to tell? I wonder how big these things get. Which one's our boar? We ought to get a name tag, I guess, like an ear tag, and tag him. That way we know. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. We ought to tag him. I have to think of a name. The name that just popped in my head is Wilbur, but that just, I don't even know. Let's see if we can milk our cows. I'm going to milk the cows, but I guess you guys, you can hang out for a little bit. Milk them in the dark. I guess I could grab some metal and put a light out here, but I ain't going to do that. That's a bull. Just work, man. All the work. Alright, are you done? You are done. If I milk them now, I should be able to milk them in the morning as well. See, now I got 3.8 in there. It would be really nice if you can combine the two. That looks like a cow. And you're done. Let's go ahead and set you up. And then I think it's probably this one, I suppose. Alright, you're done. Put that back, switch that out for that. Yeah, now once you get this like random amount in here, there's really nothing else you can do with it. I mean, it's still going to be a random amount. It's still going to be like, what, 17.5 or something like that, 17.8. It would be really nice if you can combine that with another one. That would be very helpful. Now, I don't know. We're probably going to have to get another milking machine at some point just to help us out. We need to put all this milk in here. See, that's only got one in it, which I don't know how I end up with that many. I guess you'd put, if you put 7 and then 1, and I don't know. Just, you know, if the devs watch this, it'd be nice to be able to combine the amount of milk in one jug into another, or pour it back in the bucket, or, you know, something. I don't know. I don't know how hard it is to do stuff like that, so we'll just leave her there. And then I think we're gonna call it a day. It's dark, it's nighttime. I've gotta go to bed. I know I just walked outside, but we're gonna go to bed and take a nap, and you know, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you didn't, then you know, I'm sorry. Go find a different channel, I guess. But we're here to farm and have fun. But like and subscribe and notification bell thingy, and have a good one.